And I would cite you to the Apostle Paul and his clear and wise command in Romans 13 to obey the laws of the government, because God has ordained the government for his purposes.
I thought it was obscene to use the Bible to justify sin. That passage in St. Paul is about observing civic rules, but all of Paul talks about how God's law supersedes man's law. And so to use that to justify ripping away kids from their parents and putting them in cages, I thought was really appalling. I would say to Attorney General Sessions, with all respect, if you're going to read that one verse from Romans, you should read the whole New Testament. The whole thrust of the Old and the New Testaments when it comes to migrants and refugees and strangers is how we should care for them. In fact, Jesus uses that as a litmus test in terms of the Last Judgment. He says how we treat strangers is how we treat Jesus. Romans 13 was written at a time of severe persecution of Christians, and so he's basically encouraging the Christians to, as far as possible, live according to the laws. But there are multiple examples in the New Testament of Christians breaking the law, and Jesus himself breaks religious laws. And so this idea that the law is kind of an idol is ridiculous. God's law supersedes all of that. Romans 13 has been used to justify everything from slavery to regulations in Nazi Germany. And so again, we see the danger of taking a Bible verse out of context and using it as a kind of weapon. My sense is that the Christian community has been united in this. More broadly, what we're seeing is people's consciences being affected. That's the primary way that God works through our lives, which is to kind of arouse indignation and anger in our consciences, and that's what's happening. People are appalled, and the reason they're appalled is because that's God working within them, telling them that this is wrong.